Hello everybody, how are y'all doing? Welcome back. It's me, Bacon. Today I'm going to take a little bit of time off of gaming and try to do something a little bit different for a while. I'm going to be drawing. Hey Tori, hey Drifty, hey Revamped, how are you doing today? So yeah, today I'm going to be drawing for a little while. I've done these before. I'm pretty good at drawing, and so we're going to be doing another one. And so today I'm going to be drawing Ace Frehley from Kiss. I was asked by our friend TurboVic to draw these. And so I've done two other of these images already of the Kiss band, and now I'm gonna do Ace Frehley. I already did Paul and I forget which ones are which because I really don't want to listen to a lot of Kiss. But that picture on the left side, that's what we're gonna be drawing today. Now, if you see, I've already just laid out the basics of the head shape, you know, which is the bottom of the chin, the top of the head, and then the distances. So that I don't end up starting down here and then going too high and running out of space. You want to at least get the blocking done so you know where everything's going. And then when doing a head, there's some very simple rules for the head. In fact, let me just show you right now. So this is the bottom of his jaw, right? And the top of his head's actually about right here. The hair goes a little bit high, you know, the hair goes over the top, but that's actually where his scalp is, right? So if you draw like a nice oval, right? And that's his head shape. And you draw a line going straight up the center. And you draw a line from the top to the bottom, right? Pretty much exactly halfway. If you draw a line going straight across halfway, you get this kind of cross shape right in the middle. And that is where your bridge of your nose will be and your eyeballs will be. This is an easy way to draw faces, right? So halfway up the face is the eyeballs, right? Then there's one more thing you do for it. The eyeballs to the bottom of the chin, halfway is the nose. So go from the eyeballs down to the chin, go about halfway. That's the bottom of the nose. If you go from the nose bottom to the chin halfway, that's about the mouth right there. And so it's an easy way to kind of just get your basics of your face down. And then the eyeballs up here will typically be straight up from the corners of the mouth. See that? Whoop, whoop. You see that? You see how that works? And then if you have to do ears, this picture doesn't need ears, but if you had to do ears, hey J-Ray, how you doing? If you had to do ears, the ears typically go from the top of the eyebrow ridge to the base of the nose. So this is typically the size that ears will be is that. Do you see that? That's typically like a head shape. So those are your basic what's the word I'm looking for? Those are your basic rules as to like when you want to draw a face as to like where everything goes. So when you start a picture and you're just looking to kind of like block it, you know, make sure that everything is in the right place, you're going to want to start doing that at first. So I'm going to turn this into that guy over the course of the next 2 hours. It's going to take a little while, but I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. So the first thing that I always like to do is kind of get the mouth in order. Now he's got this really angular mouth thing going on. It's actually just almost like little Batman wings, you know. Whoop. Hey, J-Ray, Eric Martin. Oh my God, I can see his hands. Yeah, these are my hands. These are my hands. These are them. These are the guys. Victory in the land called at the sea. So right now what I'm doing is trying to get the shape down that is where I'm going to end up putting down most of the black stuff. Now, if you look at his lips in the drawing, they're kind of like a combination of black and gray. So what we'll do is put black down and then go over it with some gray whites, you know. Did you hear what Liam Neeson said today? His career's done. You hear what he said today? I'm not going to go into it, but I just read it a few minutes ago. It's like, Liam, it's good knowing you, but you're done. He has like a tongue in the middle, which we'll have to express later with some red and some white shine, which is easy. We'll just do red and then dark red in the back and little white dots in the front. It's going to be really easy. That's so hairy. Oh, yeah, I'm a hairy dude. I'm a hairy dude. Look, see? I'm a hairy guy. Not much I can do about it. I have a mole right here. You want to see my mole? Wow. Oh, wait, where is it? There it is. Woo. There you go. Yeah, I'm a hairy guy. What am I going to do about it, you know? All right, he has like a dark nostril on this left side, and then this right side is more expressed with just shadows. Like that. You see that? You see how it's kind of the shape his nose is making? And then he's got like this kind of shadowy curl here, which I'll just start with that little loop there so I remember to leave it there. Let's hop up to his eyeballs. So the eyeball shape, it's going to come off the thing right there. He's got like a little kind of angular right there. And then over here, same thing over here. Oh, this one's more curved though. He's not even in his face, I just noticed that. And then the eyebrows starts down here. It's a weird eyebrow shape they did on him. He has like he has a weird eyeball shape going on. He's like this shadow going on right here. Okay, and then the eye itself. Oh, he's got a well-defined eye. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Up and over. Yeah, this eyeball is better than the others because in this area right here, he has some very dark and defined, like, hard lines. It's going to make it... Yeah, it's the dude from Kiss. It's the dude from Kiss. If you're noticing, in his eye area up here, he has some really dark, defined, like, shapes, which will help me kind of create the eye. Yeah, this was for Turbovic. Turbovic asked me, hey, can you draw this one album cover from Kiss where each of the four guys has like a different face, you know? And I decided to do 4 different pictures because honestly, it's just easier that way. If I were to do them all at once, it'd be really hard to balance all the faces so they're all the same size and color scheme and everything, you know? Oh, am I streaming? I'm streaming this. He has very ladylike eyes. And this kind of blends together there. Yeah, he has very ladylike eyes. Starting to notice that. This part down here will kind of help unladylike it a little bit. He has like an under thing right there. And then down here it's going to go down. A little curly here. And then down. That's a very ladylike eye. Just saying. Alright, and then the shape of the actual face paint is going to kind of do this over here. Now we'll color it all in and make it look more like him, but I'll be honest with you, he has started off looking very ladylike. This stripe is... I'm making that go too far. Hold on. Yeah, more like over there. And then that comes up about under his eye here. That side's thinner because of the angle. He looks like the Ultimate Warrior now. So I'm drawing the Ultimate Warrior, guys. And then it's going to go across the bridge of the nose. Alright, we got a lot more to do. He's got a little bit of a nostril flare over here. In fact, this is too low. I got to raise this up a little bit. This is why I start with pencil. Because I'm going to do marker afterwards. And once it's marker, then, you know, it's stuck. I think we need to leave Bacon alone with the pictures for a little bit. I meant, like, what game are you streaming? Oh, I don't know. I'm probably going to do 7 days after this. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to take a day off of Fortnite. I'm bored of Fortnite right now. And honestly, Fortnite... Dude, it's killing my channel. Views are so fucking low. Donations are non-existent when it comes to Fortnite. That it's like, dude, I got to play something else for a while. Otherwise, I can't survive this way, you know? So, you know, I'll play it again, but I'm going to take a day or two off. Let me load something to smoke here. I hate to make it all about money, but I have to maintain like that $15 a day minimum, you know? And when I did Fortnite for like a week there, I had like $200, and every day I spent my 15, and it's gone, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck. So Fortnite wasn't able to maintain the stream, and I'll play it more, but I can't play it like the primary game like I was, just because it was really tanking. I mean, like last night I did 7 days. I had like 16, 20 people watching. Right now I've only got like 7 or 8 or something like that. But like, dude, Fortnite I'm only getting like 4 people watching and stuff at a time. So, you know, it just is what it is. There's just too many fucking people playing it. And I'm not clickbaiting. So like, if I straight up clickbaited like how to find all the Ice King challenges or whatever, dude, people would join, but I don't want to fucking lie to you guys all day. So that's the other thing. Is like, maybe I should just like lie every now and then just to get big, and then, you know, whatever. But it is what it is. Well, we're off to a good start on this face, though. I do see it looking like him. A funk quotation. He's gonna have some hair going across right there. You see that? And then another one over here. It's gonna come here, and then it's gonna be cut off here. Sorry, guys, smoking. Goddess, how you doing? Starting another one of these. You know what? This mouth needs to be brought down. Even though it is the right shape, it's too high. It's too high. I gotta bring it down. So let's restart it. Let's just restart this mouth. This is what I meant about wanting to make sure that I'm more like down here. Yeah. There you go. Nah, it's still too high. I'm looking at it on up there. Still too high. Still too high. Let's make the peak there. The peak there. The peak there. The peak down here. There you go. That's more of the size. Because when I need this space right here, because he has some pretty severe shadows that are being expressed right there. Do you see that? And then it comes down this direction. It kind of comes down there. You see that shadow? And he's got one up here that needs to kind of come down like that. So I need to leave the spaces in here for those shadows to exist. And he's going to have one down here that kind of does like a little U shape. See that? Now, I'll fill that in with shadowing later. His name is Jupiter. I have a new subject for you. Oh. I know you don't watch streamers who clickbait, but I was talking to a friend about another friend that they moderate for. I don't want to say any names, but... and they're a good streamer. They do really quality content, but they've been clickbaiting for 2 weeks, and they got 2,000 subs in like 2 weeks. And it's like, fuck. Maybe I should just do it just every now and then, you know? Just to get the numbers up, you know? And then go back to my normal trying to be like the right streamer guy, you know? So what's Jupiter? What are we talking about here, Goddess? I was actually looking for something to draw today besides this, because I'm going to be running out of these soon, you know? Oh, yeah. He's a little gray rat. Oh, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Absolutely. Didn't know a girl like you can ever live for me. Rosanna. Rosanna, Rosanna. They know they're looking for more than I could ever be. Actually, out of all the subjects, this one's my favorite so far. So far, he has the most details going on in his eyebrows and his little shadows and cracks. So far, this one's my favorite out of the ones I've done. Just so you know, the other ones I've already done are these two. Let's show you really quick the other projects. We did Peter Criss right there, and it would Paul Stanley right there. So these are what I normally end up with in about. This one was about only 2.5 hours work. This one came out really, really fast. It turned out great too. I love that one's my favorite. And this one took more about like 6 hours, but this was actually me relearning how to do it, you know? So when we're done, hopefully we can get pretty close to something like that. Draw Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday. Oh, that's a good suggestion. Hold on. That's something I would straight up enjoy. Hold on. Doc Holliday. Tombstone. And then for Goddess. Jupiter. The Mega Rat. Alright. So I started a little text file called, just called Drawing Ideas. You know what I mean? Cool. So, Jupiter the Mega Rat, Doc Holliday, Tombstone. Those are reminders. All right, go in. No, let me keep smoking. Thank you, J-Ray. Those were the other 2 streams before this one that I did drawing. They were just like last week. I'm trying to get better. So, I talked about it a little bit last night. I'm hanging out with a new friend. She has these incredible ideas that normally I'm not like a kind of person. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm a smarty pants who's resistant to other people's ideas. I am. I always have been. It's a bad quality in me. I know it, right? I've been hanging out with this person, and she had some really great ideas. And one of the great ideas is she runs a bed and breakfast, and she was saying, hey, you draw, what do you think about drawing, about running like classes for people to come in, and you can teach them how to paint on like wine glasses and charge them a certain amount of money per couple and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, that's a really good idea. And then I hung out with her the other day, and she was like, you know, are you still up for that idea? And it's like, oh, I'm glad you're actually serious. I thought that was one of those things where people just kind of, you know, talk without really thinking about it, you know? You know, people do that. They're like, we should go to Grand Canyon or whatever. They don't. So I thought, well, what if it's just an idea? And then she brought it up again, and then she was like, come over here. And she took me over to the other place. She's like, this is where we do it. And she was showing me. And she's like, how long do you think you would be ready if you want to do that? And I was thinking about it. It's like, you know, this is like a mega dream job when you think about it for me, because it's the kind of thing I could do. And hey, Terry, how you doing? It's the kind of thing I could do and still stream constantly. Like if I got a job at Burger King, I'd be like, guys, sorry, I had to get a job, and I work at Burger King now, and I can only stream Fridays and Saturdays after a certain hour, and I can only stream on Tuesdays all day. And then I wouldn't want to because I'd be too fucking tired, you know? I wouldn't be into this. That it would really just kill the channel. But, you know, it's hard to live up here like you know, skimping and scraping. It just is. YouTube don't pay like a whole lot, right? So having a job like that would be like, what, 2 hours, 3 hours here and there? And then she expanded on the idea, which was a really good idea. And the other idea was, she's like, while you're there, you can take your other drawings and see if anybody wants to buy them. Oh, it's like, that's a good idea. And then it went even further. And then you can ask them if they need anything custom done, like if they want, like, you know, their pets or their loved ones, or if they're couples, see if they want, like, you know, something to commemorate the night. And then I was like, that's a good idea. And then she went one step further. She's like, and if you want, you can even live stream. It's like, goddamn. It's like 9 things at once, all in the same realm here, you know? And so I'm thinking I'm going to be starting like kind of like a little second job of teaching couples who are on vacation how to paint and draw, you know? What do you guys think of that? You think that's a cool idea? I think it's kind of a cool idea. What do you guys think? This eyeball's looking weird. I'm not into it yet. I got to work it a little bit. It's from the ceiling. Life, the white one. And then you come along and that freaks me out. So I'm frightened. Whoo! And Dracula's one. One thing I've noticed, you hold your pencil, say what my husband does it, who's an artist. You know, I suspect. Look, I hold it all curled, right? You know who else holds it curled like this? Left-handed people hold it curled. They hold it curled because they go across and they wipe their own ink. And so they try to curl it so they give their ink a moment to dry. And I suspect my first grade teacher might have been a left-hander who was trying to teach right-hand kids how to hold pencils. You know what I mean? I suspect that's a thing. So yeah, guys, this new stuff I'm talking about, like, it's really good news, not just for me, but for the channel, because if I ever feel like, oh fuck, I need money, I've got a thing in my life, then I would have to quit the channel and deal with it, right? Deal with it, like, you know, like if something real, like a real world came up. But this kind of schedule would be like an hour or two here and there. You know what I mean? It's so convenient for me. I'm down. Sign me up. Couple therapy. Yeah. Oh, Terry, thank you. I like to sing a lot. I'll probably do a lot of it tonight. Okay, so I need to do this jaw shape because it's just a loose jaw shape. It's not really his. I also need to finish this eyeball because this is not his eyeball yet. This is someone else's eyeball. It's not his. It kind of raises up over here. He has a bit of a bushy eyebrow hidden underneath this paint. Comes down here, and then it gets really dark down here. Let's darken up the parts that would make it look a little more like it. I made this iris too big. I'm looking at it right now. There we go. That was one of the problems. This iris was way too big, and it was causing cuteness syndrome. There we go. Dropping this part down does it a lot too, I think. Hold on. Yeah. Gets dark up there. This darkness just merges with this guy. I use eraser a lot at first. I mean, it's my last chance to do this part. If I don't get these lines right, the marker goes next, and then the shape is permanent. You know, you can kind of still work. You can still work things that are like almost done, or in the wrong place by like scooting stuff a little bit. But you want to get in the right place in the first place. You know, I think it's an artist thing. Yeah, if anybody's enjoying today's stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will do more of these. This is about the third one I've done this month, so I'll do them like, once a week or so. Where lovers go to drive my troubles away, and they call it Lonesome Town. where the broken hearts stay. You can find a dream or two to last you all through the years. And they call it as you pay is a heart full of tears. Going down to Lonesome Town, where the broken hearts stay. Going down to Lonesome Town to cry our troubles away. I fucking love singing this song, man. Not sad or anything. In fact, I'm feeling really good lately. It's just a really cool song, man. The original's by Ricky Nelson, but the version I listen to is The Cramps. I'm in love with The Cramps. They're like the best band in history, man. In the town of broken dreams, the streets are filled with regret. Maybe down in Lonesome Town, you can learn to forget. Maybe down in Lonesome Town, we can learn to forget. Yeah, if you haven't listened to the Cramps, listen to the Cramps, man. Everybody should listen to the Cramps. They're like the best fucking band in the world, man. Man, his is going to be complicated because he has this very silvery paint, and it shadows here. It shadows down here, and the silver's going to be really hard to express. Thank you, Terry. Billie Eilish's new song is creepy. I don't know that. Hey, Big Train, what up? Listen, do-da-do. Do you want to know a secret? Mm-hmm. Do you promise not to tell? Okay, face shape is actually down here, because this is like a loose jaw. This was just a placeholder. That wasn't a real jaw. So, comes down to where his mouth is in this kind of like curl shape. And then once it gets down here, it drops again. And then angles down at about this angle. Curls in and dips back out. And then scoops under. There's a million little dips and scoops in a chin here, you know? And then when it comes over, I get lucky. It disappears behind the hair. Oh, thank you. Right here, it disappears behind the hair. And then it kind of picks itself back up about here. And it comes out here. He has a little bit of an ear expression. I didn't notice that. Just right here. Whoop. Remember I told you about where the ears go? I still have my line right here, and it worked out perfect. Secret. Do you promise not to tell? Whoa, whoa, closer. Let me whisper in your ear. So this is just the placeholder for the markers go, guys. He has a weird necklace. And then a weird bandolier coming down. And darkness. Well, when you're sitting bare in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know. Well, I hope you won't see me in my ragged company. And you know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. We're almost to marker time. For 17, she certainly has a lot of emotions. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. This is where the hairline's going to be roughly. Right here. He has a lot of feminine features, I'm not going to lie. When you're sitting back in your rose pink Cadillac, making bets in Kentucky Derby Day. Well, I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon. Another girl will take my pain away. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. Hold on, over here is a little bit too cluttered. There has to be some space for his eyeball thing. He's got this eyeball thing going over here. It definitely curls up in the shading. And he's got an expression back here. Yeah, there's a few things I'm missing. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Is it weird so intensely staring at a dude's eyeball to draw it? A little bit. I'm over it. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. And you can send me dead flowers every morning. There we go. So down here is going to be easy to do. I already know how to do this part. This part's going to be a red oval in the middle, a black up here, black down here, and then I'll put a dark red on the top to simulate it disappearing in the shadow. And I'll take my white paint pen and go white, 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 and I'll simulate the little white parts on his tongue. And then down here, the black part, I'm going to do the whole thing black and then try to put a little white colored pencil over this part, and it'll make it come out kind of like a gray color, you know? I could try to bury some gray in there with a gray marker. That works sometimes too. Now like endless rain into a paper cup, it's done for a while as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy. I'm almost tempted to just go pencil on this, you know, but pencil takes too long. It takes way too long. So some of those shine marks on this little necklace thingy here. A little bit over here. There's a little bit of shine on this guy when it comes down. His neck is just going to be shadow down here. Shadow right there. We'll extend out the shadow underneath so it gives a bolder draw shape once we're done. And then under his lip here, which is actually a little small, I undershaped it a little bit. Images are broken like visions before me, like a million eyes they call me on and on across the universe. Inside a letterbox, only as they. Okay, hold on. Let's actually make this lip a little bit wider. There we go. And then the underside has a little shadow, kind of comes here, comes up and around. They all have this. Whoever the artist was for this liked using this for his little chin representation, was this little shape here. It's pretty good. But you can see it's like a thing he falls back on. A little shadowing there. A little shadowing back here. This is the part that I kind of want to get right. Is this up here is interesting. The shininess. I don't know how to express that part yet. That's the part I'm still thinking of. I hate using like these fancy little words like express, but I don't know what else to use to say that. I don't know whether to use to express that. Oh, PNS. That's nice of you. Don't donate me 125. Donate me $10 and save the other 115 for something that you really enjoy. You know what I mean? But that's really nice of you, man. Bryce, I'll do a game later. I'll be doing a game later. I'm sorry, it's the drawing stream time. It's drawing stream time. It's markers. I'm looking at now. Up here's way too shallow. Up here's way too shallow. Like that, then. Maybe even out more. Maybe even out here more. Like that. See, sometimes drawing's just like sculpting, you know? You just put some shapes down and erase it to, it's like, I kind of like that, the area. And there you go, it's expressed. There's that word again. Yeah, but I'll play some later, guys. I'll play some later. Just for right now, it's drawing time, you know? Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. 'Cause everybody knows the fabric of folly is falling apart at the seams. There was no one, nothing to see. The night is useless, and so are we. 'Cause everybody knows the fabric of folly is falling apart at the seams. And I've been looking for a good time, but the pleasures are seldom in few. I'm going for grays right now. Blacks and grays. And one white. Just a concrete in a whirly vine. 'Cause everybody knows that creeps in slow till you feel safe in his arms. And I've been looking for my true friend, and I don't care if he's decrepit and gray. All these grays are different, so that one's kind of a purple gray. Da, 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 da. La 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 la. And then I need my orange, brown, yellow, and other brown. That's for the eyeball. That's for the eyeball itself. And then for the interior of the eye, I need some pinks and reds. There's pink, red, a deep red, another red. This is for the lips and the eye area. A little bit of orange, because orange actually mixes with the red to make a really good kind of flesh tone. And a little bit orange for that. And one more orange. Okay. I have a lot of Can I donate you $1,000? Oh, well, anybody can donate me, man. Anybody can donate anything to me, guys. Donations are the only way this channel survives, you know? And so I do primarily gaming, but I like to do everything. I like to draw. I like to just, like, I used to do build. You ever watch my old speed builds on GTA when I would build races and record them and speed it up so you can see a race built in like 5 minutes? I try to do all kinds of creative things if I can because I enjoy it, you know? So, any donations, even $1 helps a ton. I like to thank anybody who ever considers it. I like to thank anybody that ever considers it. But of course, anybody can. The best way to do it, if you are, though, here's the deal. There's 2 main ways to do it. 1 through PayPal, 2 through Super Chats. When you do Super Chats, YouTube keeps 45% of it. I'm not kidding. You go to PayPal. PayPal takes like a 5% service charge for doing the thing, and they give me the rest. So if you give me $1 on YouTube, they only give me 55 cents. If you give me $1 on PayPal, I get 95 cents of it. So it's like, one is obviously kind of a better way to go than the other. But thank you very much for even just asking about that. I will be drawing and entertaining for you guys, irregardless of whether the donations come in or not today. You know what I mean? But of course, I do always hope for some. I do always hope for some. Anyways, let's get started here. Easiest way, a little bit of black. I'm just nervous about getting started. I'll get started over here because this eyeball looked the most like it. See what I mean? It's like, it's on there now. There's no undoing it at this point. Streamlabs Dono route. So the Streamlabs Dono route is basically the PayPal route. So when you donate through the Streamlabs, it's going to the PayPal, but it's going through like a service first that watches my PayPal and then puts a notification on the stream that that will give you like a shout out. So like you see like when it'll be like so and so donated and it'll do like a little dance or whatever. That's how it comes through. That's how it comes through is through the what's it called? The Streamlabs. Thank you for pointing that out, King Royal. I just have like my brain going like 5 different directions at once, you know what I mean? All right, so that is the beginning. That is the beginning. Whew. This is going to take a little while. And just to put it out there, anybody that does donate today, if you have any requests for any drawings, if you donate $20 or more, I will gladly draw the drawing for you live on stream, you know, a day or two like that, you know. And we'll work it out a time where you can be on so you can watch it being drawn. And for a little more if you want, I will figure out how to ship it to you. I don't know, guys. I'm trying a new thing here. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do a new thing. So, you know, if you're like, why are you doing it that way? It's like, because I don't know how else to do it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna make this guy look like him by the end. Right now, it looks a little off, but they always do in the beginning. That's the thing. If you look at the way like the other ones started, they looked weird to me in the beginning, and now they look like good. You know, they look good. So it takes a lot of working and reworking to get it all done. But you know what I need to do? I need to just jump in and stop being so pussyfooted about this whole thing. It just looks like a mustache. It's all right for a while. What a sexy lady. Wait, you're saying you're going to draw us pics? Sorry, I was not paying attention. Yeah, King Catnip, if anybody donates 20 or more, I will draw a drawing of what you want. If you have no idea, you can say, draw me a dragon. Or you can be like, you can send me a JPEG and be like, draw that. Or you can be like, draw Deadpool. You know? I mean, I'm not perfect, so, you know, I can't draw, like, something insane, like, draw a battle between every character of every movie. I can't do that, you know? But if you're like, dude, draw, like, Luke Skywalker, be like, fuck yeah, man. I can do that. For love, I'll send you sexy pictures. Ooh. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, catnip. I mean, it takes me hours of time, and the resources actually cost money. The paper costs money. The markers cost money, and stuff. Well, I've been drawing my whole life, but never as a professional. You know, always just as, you know, a guy who likes art class. You know. Well, it's true, so true. I love you even more than I did before. But darling, what could I do? You are me, and I'll always be crying over you. Crying over you. It's gonna take a while before this really starts to look right. So, you know, give it some patience. Just a little patience. Yeah. You got me crying. Put some pink down here because pink is going to be the base color under everything else if it shows through. I want this to be the thing. Actually, that's a little bit too bold of pink. Hold on, let's back this up a little bit. How about this pink? Actually, that's good. This is a better pink. We're going to do the pink right now, but it's not going to stay pink. This pink is intended so that everything we put over it after we're done will be this color. You know what I mean? Let me get rid of some of this pencil now before I cover it up. Oh, tired, my mind is on the blink. I wonder, should I get up and fix myself a drink? No, no, no. I'm so tired. I don't know what to do. I'm so tired. My mind is set on you. I wonder, should I call you? But I know what you would do. You'd say it wouldn't be wrong, but it's no joke. It's doing me harm, you know I can't sleep. I can't stop my brain, you know it's 3 weeks. I'm going insane, you know I give you everything I got for a little peace of mind. And this orange really rounds out the color in here. It gives it a nice glow and smooths it out. And then I take the darker colors. Where's my darkest reds? This purple will do. And I back it up into the corner back here so it starts to make it look like it's disappearing into his mouth, you know? You'd say it wouldn't be wrong, but it's no joke. It's doing me harm, you know I can't sleep. I can't stop my brain, you know it's 3 weeks. I'm going insane, you know I give you everything I've got for a little peace of mind. Give you everything I've got for a little peace of mind. And I take my white pen here and I go... Actually, I'll do the white pen. I'm going to do white pen. Boop, boop, boop. I'll do it after the bottom lips expressed more. Jupiter's sleeping upside down. I'm not comprehending. Yeah. Hey, man. Oh, Henry, get off the phone. I got the hey, man. Let's put this gray and black over the bottom lip, which will cover... I went overboard on the bottom because the black's going to go over portions of it. So if it looks a little dark, that's why. Hey, man. Well, she's a total blam blam. She said she had to squeeze it, but she... And then she... Oh, no, lean on me, man, because you can't afford that ticket. I'm back from Suffragette City. Oh, this gray is about dead. This gray is about dead. That's a bummer. Let me erase a bunch of this pencil, too, so I'm not covering pencil as much. Let's, We're just going to do the bottom of the lip now with this gray instead and replace it so that the... So that the pencil doesn't end up merging into it. Sometimes pencil will kind of like stick out or restrict the marker from like actually lining up on it. You know, it gets kind of annoying. The fuck? That was weird. Mr. Bacon, may I please post my Discord in your chat? Absolutely, King Royal. Go right ahead. Go right ahead, buddy. Put it in the link share or the self-promotion area. Otherwise, one of the moderators is going to freak out. The really nice thing about the Sharpies is they kind of start to blend together. Do I draw cars? I can. I know how to do 2-point, 3-point perspective. And so once you know the 2-point, 3-point perspective, you can draw machinery and mechanical shapes. I can show you 2-point perspective really quick, easily, too. Let me show you a quick example of it. All right. So in real life, we'll do a quick example. The world has a horizon, right? So let's pretend this is the horizon. Whoop. And let's pretend I want to draw like just a box representing a house. And you want it to look like it's perspective, right? So that it is in perspective with your horizon. I will draw it thusly. You make a point at the end of your horizon, right? And then you draw an up and down line. We'll draw it right here. In fact, it doesn't matter if you go up or down. You can do it up here. You could do it down here. It doesn't matter. You draw imaginary lines to these. Whoop, whoop. Like that. See that? See that? And then when you want to do the edges of these boxes, you draw more up and down lines like that. Go and erase these guys. Go and erase these. Same thing up here. Doesn't matter what shape you want. Draw up and down line there, up and down line there. Take this corner. Go from here to here. Take this corner right here and go down to here. And then where they cross, you now have... you can do the same thing over here. I can do it up here too. And that'll give me my back line. I could do it from here down to here, and that'll give me my front line. And once you erase everything else, what it leaves is a perfectly perspectived like bar shape that is in relation to your horizon. Do you see that? And then the same thing down here. You do the same thing. You go whoop and whoop and whoop and whoop, and you draw a line straight down. And I now have a perfectly perspective cube in relation to my horizon. And so that's basic 2-point perspective stuff. So if you ever wanted me to draw like cars or machinery or anything that has like mechanical shape, that's the thing you fall back on to make sure that everything is like in line, you know? Yeah, it really helps a lot of similar stuff. Hey, what up, Erica Daniels? All right, let's work on this eyeball, because eyeballs are fun. It starts off light, and then I work it darker, so give me a minute. I start with an orange. Hey, I felt my sorrow. Looking out my back door. It starts off orange, and then I put the layers of browns and darkness over it until it has the same color as the other one. You know what I mean? So I start with that. And then I work the browns into the corners. Oh, this brown is starting to die too. I'm going to need to go to Walmart and pick up some more markers soon, or maybe order them off Amazon or something. We know of an ancient radiation that haunts dismembered constellation, a faintly glimmering radio station. Now Frank Sinatra sings stormy weather, the flies and spiders get along together. Cobwebs fall on an old skipping record. Beyond the suns that guard this roost, beyond your flowers of flaming truth, beyond your latest ad campaign, an old man sits collecting stamps in a room all filled. All right, we got a long way to go. It still doesn't look like him, but we have a long way to go. He says that he'll be rich someday. We know of an ancient radiation haunts dismembered constellation, a faintly glimmering radio station. Okay, down here's going to be pink. Let's just represent it with colors for now. And we'll shade the colors to look more like him, but these colors, they make the shape come together, because these look what this under eye stuff does to him. It really starts to make it look more like him. For some reason, this kind of droopy thing under here kind of humanizes him a little bit. It reminds you there's a dude in there, you know. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but that's what it ends up doing to me. Like when I draw them and look at it, it reminds me there's some guy under this makeup by leaving this pink part right here. And then it's got to get darker in this upper corner, and then darker over here and darker. But I'll do that later, you know. I want to work around it for a little bit. I should send you a photo of my truck to draw. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you draw houses? That's how they teach you, yeah. Well, houses are the most useful because you might get into drafting one day. You know? You might do drafting class. Or you might do drafting. Okay. I have a white paint pen. It spits out paint, but it's dangerous because if you spill it, like, you're fucked, you know? Let's fill in with this gray for now, and then I'll do the black over the gray. I gotta avoid that white paint for now. It's still a little wet. And you don't want to leave it on the Sharpie too long, because it'll liquefy the Sharpie and it'll get in your tip of your paint pen, and it'll make your paint pen tip like all like fucked up, you know. So you want to get in and out on that. You don't want to dwell too long in there. All right, so that's going to be that. We'll do some black over it and then some gray over that black later to express what's going on in here more. I use that word express a lot, and it's kind of weird. Tighten this lip up. That gray is a little mushy, you know what I mean? I don't like the mushiness of that gray. Okay. You can leave 'em to hang. Came on so loaded, man, well hung in snow white tan. So where were the spiders while the flies tried to break our bows? Just a beer like to guide us. So we bitched about his fans, and should we crush his sweet hands? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Ziggy played for time, driving us that we were voodoo. And then I'll get a gray pencil, which I have around here somewhere. What did I do with it? Hold on. Here it is. No, that's not it. Here it is. And this guy. And then I'll put it on top of the middle of the highlightier areas. Which, oh, hold on. I need to carve this guy a little bit. Let's see if this is a bartending knife. I need to get a pencil sharpener, but I keep fucking forgetting. Shit, this pencil is jacked. Let me think about this. Yeah, it's not going to work. I need to go get a knife for that or something. I'm going to take a moment to have a smoke. Oop. Let's start the nose. Had to hold my breath on that. Too young to lose it. Too young to choose it. And the clock waits so patiently on your song. You walk past the cafe, but you don't eat when you live too long. Oh, oh, no, no, you're a rock and roll suicide. Shit breaks are snarling as you stumble across the road. And the day breaks instead, so you hurry home. Don't let the sun blast a shadow. Don't let the milk flow rot your mind. It's so natural, religiously unkind. Oh no, love, you're not alone. You're watching yourself, but you're too unfair. You got your head all tangled up, and you're probably only like you care. Hit a little circle there for some reason. That gray is going to be blended on with some blues. There's going to be a lot of blue in here in the end, but I need to put the grays down under first, so when the blues and the greens go over it, they come together. You know what I mean? It's going to be a weird one. Because if you look in the original, there's so much blue and green right here. It's blue here, it's green here, it's blue here, it's blue and lighter blue right here. You see there's like a highlight blue and a darker blue surrounding it. And then up here, this shiny metal. How the fuck do you draw shiny metal? You know what I mean? How do you make shiny metal? You tell me. I don't know. I might leave... Oh, I have an idea. I might do pencil in the shiny metal part. That'd be weird. I don't know if that'll work or not. Well, we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? You're walking down the street, blind to every... All right, so this grayness up here needs to be kind of rounded out. It's just this kind of loud difference. Same thing over here. And I need to get that fucking white going on, you know what I mean? Put a little highlight right there. Put a little highlight right there, then I'll put these over here. I'll gray over them. Try to give them some definition to this. I'll gray over these. All right, I'm gonna gray over those ones when they're dry. That's paint, so I gotta wait for the dry. Now this white stuff over here, let's chop it up a little bit so it's not all the same. So it's not all the same width and distance and look like the same pen did the whole thing, you know what I mean? You want it to look more like it's the tongue doing a thing. It's kind of weird. Whatever. Sorry, man. My stuff is starting up. I'll swing back through. You can draw better than I for sure. That's nice to you. King Royal, you have a good day, man. You have a good day. Let's see. If I share this to Facebook... Oh, it's actually sharing it right. Finally. There we go. So I just posting to my face. Posting it to my face. In case my mommy wants to come and watch. She was sharing Sharon's outlook on the topic of the Z's. Babe was arrested. They were all in love with dying. They were doing it in Texas. Getting out in the rain, buddy. A lot of Dallas and dancing with the train. They were all in love. I'm gonna put gray down. I'll think about it. I don't mind the sun sometimes. The images it shows. Do I want to put that gray down right now? Am I committing to too big of a thing right there? What if I'm like, I shouldn't have put that down. It's fucking me up because I wish I could move this. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Every time you put something down, you're like, all right, it's down. Nothing is going there anymore. How is this gray going? If I remember right, this one's about to die. Yeah, about to die pens I still have use for. I could put a nice light touch on stuff with a marker, you know? Which is hard to do with a marker. Markers are so like, blah. Some will die in hot pursuit while sifting through my ashes. Some will die in love, drawing, drinking from a fountain that was pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain. I don't mind the sun sometimes. Images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes. There. That actually worked really well. In fact, I'm considering doing it down here. In fact, I'm not even just considering, I'm doing it down here. That. Okay, I'm going to smear that out with the gray after it's dried up. Sun. There anybody going to listen to my story? All about the girl who came to stay. She's the kind of girl you want so much it makes you sorry. Still you don't regret a single day. A girl. This is getting covered up with like a gray color anyway, or black color anyway, so we can put the gray down first. Think of all the times I tried so hard to leave her. She would turn to me and start to cry. And she promises the earth to me, and I believe her. After all this time, I don't know why. Fuck off, pen. I don't draw straight lines very well. But then again, this head doesn't really have straight lines right here. He's got little wrinkles that represent his... yeah, it's got like two little wiggles here. But that's the nice thing about this. I can expand it out to the shape I need, you know? In fact, this goes more down than it does up. When he was young, that pain would lead to pleasure. Did she understand it when they said that a man must break his back to earn his day of leisure? Will she believe it when he's dead? A girl, girl. Alright, well, we'll be filling that guy in with like a nice kind of a dark gray in a little bit, and then there's actually that center right there I might be doing okay, never mind. Hold on. There's a gray here that needs to be filled in too. That kind of meets up with this other eyeball shape over there, which is fine. Hey, Yakutsu. Hi. Hello. Untouched, unglued, alone at last. No thoughts, no mind to rock behind a trail of disaster. A final cuss, abandoned us. We write this songs corroded to the bone. The fields of green are bent, obscene. I lay upon the gravel. No worm of hope, a hangman's rope pulls me one way or the other. That's at this angle, yeah. It's just a gray. The black will be going on and around it later. And this part's pretty thick coming down. No longer in the evacuated heavens. The dream is strong and drained and gone, and all in all it doesn't matter. Yeah, drawing, it's just 1 inch at a time. You know what I mean? It's just a process of 1 inch at a time. So, I don't know. If you could do like a line, and 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 just remember where you're going, you know, you're fine. Now erase all this, and all that's left is the marker shapes. At least on this part. I don't want to erase too much, just this part. Just the part that's no longer relevant to following the marker line, you know? Whoop, whoop. We got a long way to go. Hello. Hey, Neil. How you doing? Now, there's a couple things I can do right now to really bring the image to life. So let me go and do a couple of them. First things first. Other eyeball. Let's get it going. Mama said, one track mind. I'm gonna hate it all the time. She wasn't lying. I went from San Bernardino to Kalamazoo just to get away from you. I searched far and wide, hoping I was wrong, but maybe all the good women are gone. What I mean. Where's my orange? Here it is. Just to get away from you. I searched far and wide, hoping I was wrong, that maybe all the good women are gone. Now, I'm doing the orange to the light brown to the dark brown, but you can go the other direction too if you want. You can start with the dark brown areas and then lay the orange over it, or whatever color you want to be kind of like the highlight color. It's like, the thing is, there's always going to be a little bit of the shine through the color underneath, and so I always like to kind of have like a yellow or an orange under anything that's supposed to have like a fleshy glow to it, so that afterwards it kind of like, you know, still like comes through. Like you can see the orange in here on the bottom part, you know. And so you can start with either the black and then go dark brown, light brown, orange. Or you can start with like the light orange and then start putting the darker colors over it. I like to start with the black outline for like, you know, like coloring book. And then fill it in with the light colors and then go darker over it. This part dry? Yeah, okay. This gray pen is almost dead, so if it is kind of getting this pen a little fucked up, I don't mind. This one is pretty much a dead pen. So I'm just using it to smear this white a little bit and gray it out, so it looks more like highlights on the lips than anything else. Why Oh, why Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Mapping up your hate and let it pour into me. Let's get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Fucking get up, come on, get down with the sickness. This is the gift that has been given to you. Oh shit, I brought that way too far down. Okay, well, we have to fix it. There's nothing else to do but just kind of fucking black it out. no. Oh, it's such a scary place. Now that she woken up. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You wanna get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Fucker, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into me. Why don't you? I'm gonna do this kind of gray at first, and then see if I can't blend either a blue into it or use a colored pencil instead at some point. That's a good gray to represent this though, because there was this thing going on here. I need to find a good blue on another piece of paper that works for all that I'm doing here. Dig a pony. All right, the other eye. I'm getting distracted. Getting distracted. I do it a lot. I keep using this gray for now because it's kind of nice to put down without like put anything so crazy permanent that I can't work it a little. I told you so. All I want is you. Everything just got to be just like you wanted to. Like a moon dog. Like an radiate everything you are. Yes, you can radiate anything you want. It's got a weird thing going on here. What is you to do? Everything has got to be just like you want it to. All right. Starting to come together a little bit. Sweetheart, hello. How you doing today? Ace Frehley's turn. I know it looks a little weird now because it's not complete, but the other ones looked this way in the beginning. But a reminder of the way they turned out. That was, what's his face? Paul Stanley, is that his name? Which is close. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I think it's pretty good. I think I expressed his kind of like closed mouth expression that he tends to have. I think I got the star eye really good, and the hair looks pretty cool. And then this one I'm really proud of. That's Peter Criss, and I think this one really kind of grabbed it, you know. And so this is obviously number 3. And it looks a little strange now, but it'll come together. They all do. I'll keep working it till it fucking comes together. His mouth is bloody. Bleh. All I want is you. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to put this white over here and this white over here. And then I'm going to cover it with red. So that it looks more like he's got a thing going on, you know? Because he does have like a thing going on there. Okay, after that white dries, I'm going to cover it with like a red. So it comes out like a really kind of high red, you know? And we'll see if that works. If it doesn't work, I'm going to fucking shoot myself for doing that. Back here is fair to do gray. That's the edge of his face, which will help bring this together. Really tie the room together. Pressure pushing down on me, pushing down on you, no matter so. Under pressure. It's a family of two. Puts people on streets. It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming brings me higher. Da, 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 da. What matters most is the white on the inside of the face and less the darkness on the outside. Because darkness on the outside, I'm going to blend into shadowing of the stuff in the background. But what I really want is to make sure that the whiteness in the face is the part that's untouched. Because the majority of it has to stay white from here to up here and all through here, you know? It's only over here it's going to have colors and shit. And so behind it is going to be dark, so this white stands out, you know? Whenever you have... So, like, every drawing has to have, like, a contrast scale between, like, absolute black to absolute white, right? And so you're going to want areas that are absolute black. Examples, the center of the eyes are a really good place to have it. This guy's lips, I guess, are his, you know? And the absolute white, you're going to want this guy, you know, and this. And the more you can get, like, a dark color right next to that white color, it's going to make that white, like, pop even more, you know? I don't know why, it just does. Okay, let me get back to this. He's got this weird darkness going on here. I don't mind that it's not the same as the other colors because... Well, no, it'll work. I'm just trusting myself is what I'm saying. I'm trusting myself right now. Because we're going to gray in the middle and it's going to all be blendable anyways. It always does. I'm just nervous because I'm putting down so much bold colors next to nothing so far, you know? Loved as you to care for the people on the edge of the night, and loved as you to change your way of living about ourselves. This is our last chance. This is our last dance. This is... Let's see. And then he's got like a darkness that comes over here and makes like a little triangle shape here. We're going to fill these in with lighter grays around. That's why I'm like not that worried about putting this darkness down here. In fact, it's going to merge with this. Well, eventually when this is ready. Where's the lighter gray? Lightest gray I got. Hate to do this, but you're a pain in the neck. I thought you knew this. You're handing me a canceled check. You're so helpless. Your girlfriends think you're a slave. I'll give you a quarter. I keep my judgments to myself, and I get caught up in the moonlight, reaching out for a rotten egg, and I don't want to beg. It's crystal clear your time is nearly gone. This white pen is a fucking godsend, man. Your blessings, do the things that you should. I'll wait for that to dry off a bit and then use it to smear out. That never had it so good. Stormy weather. The kids are making a racket in the wilderness. The wild lives are so mild. Ooh, I know how to do that now. Hold on. Let's wait and see how this turns out. First things first, let's go back to this red down here for the blood. Where's my good red? It sort of worked. I think what I need to do is over here, there's kind of like a scoopy shape that's supposed to make his hold on. Let's just shape up the edges a little bit. There we go. That's helping it a little bit. And if I pull a shadow up from this black line coming up this way, I think I kind of gave a little bit more of the sensation that there's some red going on past the edge over here. Actually, it's not popping up in the camera as much as it is on my end. You know, I'm seeing it a lot better over here. And so something tells me it's not showing up as good on your end, but I can see it better over here. Whatever. Let's just keep going. Oh, wait. I need... where's that other gray I was using? Here it is. Do you see how we're getting like an eye shape going on there now, like a contour? Looking for a saw to cut the chains in half, and all I want is someone to rely on. This thunder comes rolling down, someone to rely on. This lightning comes a staring in, I wait to be forgiven. Maybe I never will. My star has stepped me to take the bitter pill. That shattered feeling with the cause of it's a lesson learned. Just don't know if I can roll into the sea again. Just don't know if I could do it all again. She said it's true. Waiting by the room till I lock the door. I watch the current animals cross the floor. I listen for a distance and I'm listening to the whispers, and all ain't the same when you're falling out of feeling and rolling in and call again. I've caught again in the mystery. I'm by my side, but are you still with me? The answer's somewhere deep in it. I'm sorry that you're feeling it. I just have to tell you that I love you so much these days. I have to tell you that I love you so much these days. It's true. Hard as an economy due to this autonomy. Roll it in and call again. Call again. Call again. this an economy, do this autonomy. Rolling in and call again. Alright, so we're going to keep layering, and right now we're on lights to darker blues, and then the blacks will go in the middle of the darkest of the most. So I'm taking a long route by coloring everything like one stack at a time, but that's one thing I really like with these markers is you can really kind of stack them on each other. And put this light gray between everything else. I'm the kind of guy who ever held down. This is a weird one. This one's a weird one. These colors are weird to me, guys. Okay, so my plan is put this nice kind of gray, sort of like a layer, you know, going down for everything. And then to create some shine on top of the create contours, I'm going to use that white paint and smearing it like I've been doing to kind of like, you know, like I said, contour it up a little bit. I'll wait for that to dry and then smear it around. You know what I need to do? I need to stop fucking around and just jump in. I get this kind of like nervous thing and I start second guessing myself. It's like, I don't know why. I know how to draw. Let me just do this. I'm always nervous that you guys looking going, what the fuck is he doing? You know, why is he messing this thing up? All right, up here is just going to straight up be dark. There's a long line of cars and it's trying to get through. So there's no point even fighting that part. There's like an overlay here. And it kind of comes up here, and we'll blend this in as we come up here. And we'll turn this into this, you'll see. It's all because of you. We don't wonder where we're going or remember where we've been. We've got to keep this traffic flowing and accept a little sin.
I would like to extend you
an
invitation.
Rachel, thank you very much. Our friend Rachel donating $5 through the super chat. That's super nice of you, Rachel. Thank you very much, honey. Sorry, I was wait. Oh, it's okay. Why would you be sorry about that? Thank you, Rachel. Thank you very much. So what I'm doing right now is trying to kind of get the edges of this head up to here to get the semblance or the shape of not only that there's like a head that has a contour, but that it is also what's the word I'm looking for? Shiny. So I got to put some random reflection spots that are trying to show that it's got a little reflection going. So that's paint, and then I wait for the paint to dry, and then I smear the paint with a marker which kind of re-liquefies it a little bit. And this is a pen that I know that I'm going to throw away, so it's messing up the tip a little bit, but one marker sacrifice to make, like that's what I did here to kind of create this contour of that. You see how it looks real clean, you know? You know what? Hold on right here. That edge is made out of a light. Okay. It's the best way I have of expressing like a highlight underneath a marker. So I keep using the word expressing. I feel like artsy fartsy saying that, but it's true though. It's true. It's one of the only ways I can make it feel like there's a little bit of light going on behind it, you know? Oh, my lights just dipped for a moment. Up here, that's an actual like, oh, maybe it might be the big one. No, you can lose lights for like a day even. That would suck. I don't know what I'd do. Okay. So there's some darker colors going on in the middle of his eyebrow here that I really need to start kind of getting in here, you know? Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. I start darkening this up. If you give this man a rise, sweet, now he will die. Killer on the road. Like I was saying, I never noticed on this this song that there's a voice in the background. Okay, so Jim Morrison goes, "Killer on the road," but in your ear there's another voice going, "Killer on the road," and it's like, oh, that's creepy. Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. The world on you depends. Our life will never end. Gotta love your man. Oh, shit. I kind of went too far in there. Accidents happen. I went too deep in right here. Man, you see how smeary that gets right there? I love these. I love Sharpies. Sharpies do so much magical work, especially when they start to get like when they start to get really dry, when they start to die out. That's actually one of the best times to use them. No longer as a marker, but as like a smearing pencil. You know, you can kind of smear this stuff that way. Okay, over here it gets dark right there. Okay, let's get my weird dark blue gray out. And this is the one I'm using to kind of merge the lighter grays into the black areas, because this is like the go-between. And this is also a marker that does really good job of kind of reliquifying the other guy. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone, riders on the storm. And then that dark color needs to come up here. So let me just get the black out and merge it, because that's really what I was doing. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Cool. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm liking the way this is starting. I like the way this one's starting. This is cool. There's some really neat colors going on here that I'm already pleased with the way they're turning out. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's do a little bit of shine going on in the nose right here. I'll wait for that to dry. And then I'm going to put one more dot right there. I'll pull that down a little bit in a minute. And we'll keep going. All right. But the way this eye is starting to come out, I'm actually very pleased with it. A long way to go. This has to be darker, so we're just going to go full black on this part. This part's just going full black, guys. With the lack of this shine thing going on, so we're just going to go full black on this part. There's no actual metallic color that I have to do the metallic, and so the black next to it has to be the thing that contrasts to make it look like it is just as black as, or it's just as metallic as anything else, you know? And he was all right. The band was all together. Yes, he was all right. Yeah, that'll work. I'll do the corners and shit in a little bit to like, because if you notice there's like a little spot I left there, I left it on purpose. This is too fat of a tip to try to do it. I'm going to go over it, so I'm going to grab a finer point. Same thing with this corner and this corner. I left the corners on purpose so that I can go over it later with the better Sharpie that's got the tighter angle. You know what I mean? Looks great, Bacon. Thank you, Supreme. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Thank you for saying that. How I cried when they asked if I knew his name, and he was all right. Oh shit, I scooted over a little bit too much there. Well, these kinds of things happen. This angle I went a little bit too, oh whoop. You see that? Well, I think I can correct it just a little bit. If I thicken that and re-angle that, that helps a little bit. These things happen. Yeah, I was going to try to represent the grays inside of the stripy thing on his face here at first, but if I really want to get into it, I can use the white paint pen and that smearing technique that I've been showing you. Otherwise, what was I say? I got a Dalmatian, I can still get high. I can play the guitar like a motherfucking fire. There we go. That's the only white part I did right now, right? Just this. It was just for smearing. It was just for smearing. Alright. So speaking of those corners, let's get them now before I forget them. Actually, this one's not that sharp. I got sharper Sharpie. Nothing fancy, just I just didn't want to leave it to another marker that like has a big fat tip to do like a sharp point, you know what I mean? I might as well leave it to a marker literally called Sharpie. Okay, so check it out, right? Now that we've done all this, I can take my eraser. Oh, hold on, there's some paint in here. But I can erase all these other parts that I started with pencil. I can now focus on putting colored pencil as the lighter areas between if I want to go further. Hey, Dirty Fingers, how you doing, man? Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. And back here, it all turns into darkness back here. It's like a swoop shape to where it disappears. He's got a little bit of his metallic paint back here, so I'm going to have to use the white stuff to make that happen, which is no big deal. That's not hard to do. And then this is where the hair starts, which is nice because I can duck behind it. Lazy flies are hovering above. just straight. He puts on his gloves and he looks to the crowds, all pink and disheveled. Must be some blueprint, some creed, a devil. I wish I should have to go clean 12 bathrooms, but I do later. Okay, Dirty Fingers. I'll see you later when this is done. We're about 2 hours in. This looks like it's going to be a 4-hour drawing. Well, he has a lot of little white colors in here. He's got that. He's got this guy. He has a light little that guy there, which I'll smooth him with some pink. His gray down here, he's got this guy, this guy, this guy. And then down here, he's got a couple little shiny spots there. I know I already did it here. I'm going to see what it looks like if I do multiple layers of shining on top of each other. See if I can get it going into like a better layer of shine, you know. See if I can get a different effect going on. All right, so this is a white paint pen. Hey, Zombie Killer Gage, how you doing? This is today's project. Today's project is Kiss. It's that picture right there. I got a ways to go, and as you can see, I'm having a hard time expressing the metallic, like, kind of feel of what's going on up there. I'm slowly building the darkness over the eye at the same time trying to maintain these highlights, but it's coming along. It's coming along. I'm just working it still. You know, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow. So how you doing? The reason I take this down, because I feel self-conscious with you guys seeing it the whole time. Like, every line, it's like, no, no. Thanks, Zombie. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm trying to do, you know, other things besides gaming all the time. That's not to say I'm somehow avoiding gaming. No, no, no. What I'm saying is, I don't know, I just like to diversify. Like to diversify my bonds. The lines are a little off, but whatever. Looks good. Doing wicked. Thanks, man. Wait, that's not the right pen. I want to keep these the same. There's totally different colored black markers. Some are black and red. Some are black and blue. Regular black just comes out looking gray sometimes, and so you don't want to like fuck with them too much, like grabbing one and then another and another and another. So I'm doing this one here, and the Sharpie for the corners, because the corners, that marker is not really thick enough to do the corners properly. No, I'm sorry, that marker is too thick to do the corners properly, whereas the Sharpie can totally do the corners. All right, let's go ahead and close up this back side. Let's start fixing this eye over here too. So over here, I put some more things. You try it, it'll change the way. It's good, man. YouTube algorithm should pick your channel up more. More things you try, it'll change the way it works. I hope so. I mean, you know, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I put the white paint down and I start painting over it with the gray. And if I really want it, you can kind of smear it by working it. Whoop. Like that. And I kind of create highlights under my grays a little bit, which is just nice, you know, just nice. Like that, you see? Just a nice little hint. If I want, I can only hit one side and then leave half it still light, and you get that kind of effect right there, which also looks nice, you know? Let's put some red in the corners of this. That is a fact and a natural fact. I'm not where it's at. It's all over. Some red on the top of this kind of reminds you there's a dude in there. You know what I mean? Where's my other red? Here it is. Okay, and then the center of this needs to be a little bit darker here. Like where the eye meets the pink. I'm sorry, where the pink meets the skin. There's like a little dark edge, so I'm going to try to reinforce with this kind of grayish dark, and then this weird blue-gray right here, which should kind of... Yeah, that works good. See what I mean? This blue-gray, how it kind of really kind of reinforces the edge of the pink. I'm going to have you on the back while I make a thumbnail. Oh, cool, zombie. Yeah, I know the thumbnail thing, man. I know the thumbnail thing. It's a daily struggle. I get sick of it. I get sick of making yellow arrows and shit, but you have to, man. You know, you have to. It's like impossible not to grow without like a little bit of like the fucking thumbnail game. Oh, I hate having to do it though. I hate having to do the thumbnail game. I used to be one of those, I don't need to do this and this, and then I started like, no, you kind of got to sometimes. You just kind of got to. So, yellow arrows. That guy. Let's find a different song to sing besides this song. Oh yeah. Baby, do you understand me now? Sometimes I feel a little mad. And don't you know that all my life can always be an angel? Some things go wrong, I seem to be mad. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Baby, sometimes I'm so carefree, with a joy that's hard to hide. Sometimes it seems that all I have to do is worry, and then you're bound to see my other side. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. If I seem edgy, I want you to know. I'll wait for that to dry and smear it out. You have to go to bed soon? It's okay, Catnip. It's okay, Catnip. No, you're not allowed to be AFK. And that's one thing I'll never mean to do, 'cause I love you. Oh, oh, baby, don't you know I'm human? Half foolish like any other one. Sometimes I feel myself lonely regretting some foolish thing, some simple thing I done. And I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. 'Cause I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. 'Cause I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Wheels of polished steel, I've got tires that grab the road. I've got seats that selflessly hold my friends, and a trunk that can carry the heaviest of loads. I've got a mind that can steer me to your house, and a heart that can bring you red flowers. My intentions are good and earnest and true, but under my hood is internal combustion power, and Satan is... Anybody have any questions about any of this, guys? I know I'm just going without really answering anything. If anybody has any questions about what I'm doing, or, you know, how do I do a certain thing, or how would you go about doing a certain thing, you know, let me know. I'm here for some questions, guys. I'd like to thank my most recent donor. That'd be our friend Rachel here. We're going to be doing, after this, we're going to be doing Rachel's cat. She already sent me a picture of it. And then I'm also going to be doing a drawing for our friend Abdullah Hassan. That'll be in a couple days. I can stop this car at any time. At the very last second, I can change directions, turn completely around if I feel so inclined. I've got a mind that can steer me to your house, and a heart that can bring you red flowers. Intentions are good and earnest and true, but under my hood is internal combustion power, and Satan is my motor. And hear my motor pump. The other side's gonna be blue and green. Is my motor, hear my motor pump. But Satan is the only one who seems to understand. Satan is my motor. I'm not sure what greens I'm going to need, so I'm just going to grab them all for now. And then blues. I need blues and greens. That's where we're at now. Oh, cool. I got a blue paint pen. I might be able to do something neat with that. Paint pens are fun, man. A lot of things you can do with them. Alright, I could probably put my oranges and pinks away now. Who seems to understand. Okay. Blues. Greens and blues because the entire right side of the face is all in green and blue. Let me show you. It's all in green and blue and gray. Now, anytime you use green, you're going to want to use... let's make this thing big for a moment. See? The whole right side's greens and blues. So, I'm going to have to go ahead and, yeah, get some greens and blues out. Whew. Okay, starting a new part. Starting a new thing. Always a new thing. That's a roll of tape. But it'll work as a little pencil holder for now. Alright. Light colored blue. Light colored blue. What about this color? Put it way out here. Okay, I'll, not the center. But to reinforce the blue shadow inside of the nose. Because we're going to be switching to blue colors over here, so we're going to want the grays to mix with the blues. It's probably going to be this one I'm going to use. Yeah. Oh, this little marker's going to be doing a lot of work. You gotta roll, roll, roll. You gotta fill my soul. All right. Roll, roll, roll. Gotta fill my soul. Welcome home. Just trying to put down a very, very light blue hint. But isn't like overwhelming yet because we're going to build over it. But I don't want to go too dark too soon. I don't want to turn too dark park here. So I'm literally trying to use like a feather fucking touch on this thing as I put it down. So you guys can't see much, but it's mostly going to be background so I could put other grays and blues over it without like fucking it up, you know? Well, I see some pencil in the background here I want to get rid of. There's these two shapes I wanted to express earlier, which I don't have down, so let's go and do that now. That was going to be this. It was off of here, up and over. Ugh, that's hard. And then there's like a little thing down here. Those are going to be hard, man. And I know Sharpies about how I use them and how you shade in things for the dummies. You should do a vid about what kind of markers, tools you use to get the best image. Hey, Ryan. Well, let me show you the two that are my favorite. And they're very simple because you can find them both at Walmart. Sharpie, of course, to start. And these ones, they're very cheap. Bic Marks It. Where is it? Bic Marks It. Something about these two together. So here's what I mean. I can go and I could take some Sharpie and put it down, and I take the Marks It and smear it across. And something about the chemical structure of this ink makes this one kind of soft again, and it's good for blending two colors together. So if you can find like, if you want to make like an orange that's nice, that goes from a yellow to a red, you do like the yellow and like the, or you do like the red and like the Sharpie, and you take the yellow with the Marks It, and you smear it and smear it and smear it, and it'll kind of soften out and go out. So Bix Marks It. Very, very common. And Sharpie are my two most common that you see me use. Hi, doggies. Hey, buds. Just checking on the dogs. Deep skates are clouding this town. Who could disown themselves? All right, let's get back to this. Starting to notice one thing, that this thing across is a little bit too open. Let's close it up some. That over there, and this up some. This gap is too big. Which is gonna fuck up this part a little bit, but you know, accidents happen. What are you gonna do about it? It's a little bit too wide of a crossbar going back up. These things happen. But this white space between two, I'm looking at it, it's way too wide. There you go. Dang, I gotta go. Oh yeah, Ryan. I love Mutations. Well, actually, I actually listened to a lot of stuff on this one. Yeah, it's one. Yeah, Mutations is one of my favorite albums. Mutations is a really good album. Who could disown themselves now? That's a great album. Hold on. Yeah, it's totally one of my favorite albums, man. Engineer, slow down this oak train. Cinders and chaff laugh at the moon. Like birds with cackles, rotting like apples on trees, sending their dead melodies to me. Now, I don't know all the words because I never looked them up. So whenever I listen to Beck, I just kind of let it go, you know? If I don't know the words right, then I just let it go. I just found me a bottle of blues. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I just found me a bottle of blues, some strange comfort for my soul to soothe. Ain't it hard to want somebody who doesn't want you? And I've been waiting for a year and a day for some strange weather must be blowing my way, 'cause I got no mind to go or to stay or be left behind. Holding hands with a hippity dream in a brothel of fake energy. Put a nickel in a graveyard machine. I get high out of nowhere. I get higher and lower, like a tired soldier with nothing to shoot and nowhere to lose these bottle of blues. That's one of my favorite albums. Eagles drone and poles alone, like black balloons all banged in the moon. I got backwoods rhythm, infidels shiver in the stench of beliefs. Tell my mama I'm 100 years late. I'm over the rails and out of the gate. A crippled songs of an age that will falling is in my ears. Holding hands with a hippity dream in a brothel of fake energy. Put a nickel in a graveyard machine. I get higher and lower. I get higher and lower, like a tired soldier with nothing to shoot and nowhere to lose these bottle of blues. Dude, that album is so amazing. That album's amazing. Like, people like, oh, Beck, oh, he does Where It's At. No. This album, you can show it to Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash will be like, that's a good album. That's a good album right there. That is a good fucking album, man. I just found me a bottle of blues, some strange comfort for my soul to soothe. Ain't it hard to want somebody who doesn't want you? Holding hands with a hippity dream in a brothel of fake energy. Put a nickel in a graveyard machine. I get higher and lower. I get higher and lower, like a tired soldier with nothing to shoot, nowhere to lose these bottle of blues. Bottle of blues. Do da 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 da. And all my folks in the back room. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That's a great album, man. It's a really good album. Mutations by Beck, guys. If you're not listening to it, you should. I was like, no, seriously, you need to listen to his catalog. And now she's a huge Beck fan. When I first got with Jenna, I told her I was a Beck fan, and she's like, oh, the guy who did Loser? Yeah, totally different dude altogether every time. There was no one, nothing to see. The night is useless, and so are we. 'Cause everybody knows the fabric of folly is falling apart at the seams. And I've been looking for a good time, but the pleasures are seldom in few. There's no whiskey, there's no wine, just a concrete and a whirly fire. 'Cause everybody knows death creeps in slow till you feel safe in his arms. And I've been looking for a good friend, and I don't care if he's decrepit and gray. I like that line. And I don't care if he's decrepit and gray. Da, 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 da. La, 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 la. It kind of shows you his desperation. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, Maria, have it you known, they self-canvas all on your own. 'Cause everybody knows circus is closed and the animals have gone wild. And I've been looking for my shadow, but this place is so bright and so clean. There was no one, nothing to see. The night is useless, and so are we. 'Cause everybody knows the fabric of folly is falling apart at the seams. And I've been looking for good friends, but the pleasures are seldom in few. Da 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 da. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh no, let's start working on this up here. Da da da. Thanks for the share, Brett. Mutations will repeat when you and I were rating and doing our thing in Dayak. Oh, really? Dude, it's such a good album. I didn't know you were into this album, man. It's such a good album. Da, 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 da. A town of disrespect. The trains are wrecked The night is younger than us. Nowhere is anywhere else. You keep to yourself, stirring the tracks when I have lean. I don't know what he says there. The exit signs are flashing, dead ends, they won't come to light anymore. I pledged the rest. I should have guessed your love was hanging by threads. Tongues tied under the moon. My love is a room of broken bottles and tangled webs. The misers wind their minds like clocks that grind their gears on and on. I like how waltzy this song is. This green is too harsh of a green. I need some yellow under it. Let's do this whole thing in yellow. Nuke the whole thing with yellow. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And if that's met in some accident, some coincidence, crumbs fall out of the sky when you wander by, and the dust clouds blow, nobody's gone. Oh, won't you lay my bags upon the funeral fire and sing it again? It's a beautiful song. Beck is super fucking talented, guys. If you're not listening to some Beck, you should. And if you listen to any albums, I'd recommend 2 albums. Mutations and Wedo is also a very, 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 very good album. But honestly, if you're not listening to Beck already, you should be. Oh, won't you lay my bags upon the funeral fire and sing it again? Where's my blue again? There it is. We'll build over until the yellow's pretty much almost all the way gone, but I need it as a light in the background. Hey, Eric. Oh, thank you. Hi, Nessa. He's one of your all-time favorites. He's so good. Beck is the Peter Gabriel of our generation. Yeah. Redefining genres as he breaks them. It's been 2 hours. Yeah, I work fast. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 I pray heaven today bring his hammer down on me, and I lose one of my head. I can speak with you, amen. This blue is a nice darkest color under, so we'll go with this and build from here. Open I own, And everything over it, I'll build over it with grays. Now I have more freedom to work with these grays and not feel like it's bogging it down. Yeah, it's a good call. He's the Peter Gabriel of our generation. That is a good call, man. Something always takes the place of missing pieces you can take and put together, even though you know there's something missing. I'm just going to slowly stack it on itself until it gets to the shape and color that I'm really after, you know? Something always takes the place of missing pieces you can take and put together, even though you know there's something missing. Walking along. I don't know the words of the song. I'm learning that right now. Let's extend just a little bit of blue over, but not a lot, so you can see the change from here to there. But not a lot, just like right there, you see? It's right there. Okay, now I can put the darker ones on top of that. So that's the lighter underneath. I can put the darker to really make it pop. Where's my black? I think it's this one. I hope it's this black. This is the one that's been dying. Something always take... Yep, this is it. This is the one. Can take and put together, even though you know there's something missing. Something always missing. Always someone missing something. Something always missing. Always someone missing someone. Where's that? Here it is. This one is good for kind of easing up this color a little bit, because the black Sharpie is a little extreme, and this one kind of works like a go between the two. Brett, Eric, Andrew. I am. I see you there, long black hair, your eyes just stare, your mind is turning. McCalcree, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Destiny, hello. No, I'll laugh. I won't take it back. In your eyes, well, what you're thinking. I'm bringing this in so it's too far out there. Then we're one. We'll shoot our guns. We'll have fun. Don't ever doubt it. One I would say, fare thee well. Thou ain't friend. How the days go. Oh, how the days go. Your setting sun, your broken drum, your little drugs never forget you. Never forget you. Never forget. Come on. There we go. It's hard to get his eyes. I'm not nailing him for some reason. I mean, it's a good drawing, but for some reason I'm just not getting like that's his eyeball. It's a good eyeball. Let's keep working it. We'll keep working it until we get it. Until we get it. That's the thing. Just gotta keep working it till it appears. These two right here are almost touching. And he's got like a little bit of darkness going up here that I'm kind of been neglecting a little bit. He's got like a little up there. Yeah, let's just rework this. Hold on. It was my dad's best friend's wife's aunt. Oh. Well, that sucks. He wasn't lying. I went from San Bernardino to Kalamazoo just to get away from you. I searched far and wide, hoping I was wrong, that maybe all the good women are gone. Next friend, Vaseline, Marcing what I mean. I went from San Bernardino to Kalamazoo just to get away from you. I searched far and wide, hoping I was wrong, and maybe all the good women are gone. It's more up here and then down. Went from San Bernardino to Kalamazoo just to get away from you. I searched far and wide, hoping I was wrong, and maybe all the good women are gone. Went from San Bernardino to Kalamazoo just to get away from you. I searched far and wide, hoping I was wrong, and maybe all the good women are gone. That's a fun song. Okay, down here I'm going to need some darker grays coming up right here. In fact, I almost want to grab that black and smack it down and see if I can't. Alright, let's put a field down. Let's put a little bit of black in the middle of it. A little more than that. See how pliable that is? Start merging these together here. There we go. This is going to be where the hair starts to cut across right here. Let's see, how's that look without the yellow? I think it looks right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to sleep. Bang Creepy. Try with your light source from left. Your shadows will not annoying the strokes of drawing. I know. The problem is my camera's mounted over there. And then I have a light source over here. You see that? But I can't stretch it far enough and maintain it without it wanting to fall. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me see if I can't fix this really quick. Right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Oh, Zombie Killer Gage? You have a good night, man. Okay, there we go. Now I got a light source from both directions that's a little more cogent. Sorry, I had to climb behind a counter and reroute the wires to make sure that this lamp can now stretch far enough, basically. That's what I was doing. You like my Walter White? Thank you. Zombie Killer, you have a good night. Everybody here, make sure to follow Zombie Killer Gage. This channel's been growing rapidly, doing really well. And you have a good night, bud. I'll see you later, man. Oh, when you're sitting there in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know. Well, I hope you won't see me in my ragged company. You know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Oh, when you're sitting back in your rose pink Cadillac, making bets in Kentucky Derby Day, I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon. And another girl could take my pain away. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Just nervous about doing this blue part. Let's jump in. What am I waiting for? Take me down, little Susie, take me down. Just jump in. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the U.S. mail. Send me with dead flowers at my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Won't forget to put roses on your grave. All right, I need to reinforce this kind of... I lost this over here a little bit. There we go. There's that dark green I need. It'll also be down here. I woke up this morning with the sun round shining in. I found my mind in a brown paper bag, and then I tripped on a cloud and fell 8 miles high. I've told my mind on a jagged sky. It just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. What condition my condition was in. I took my soul in a deep dark hole and then I followed it in. I watched myself crawling out as I was crawling in. Caught up so tight I couldn't unwind. I saw so much, it blew my mind. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Where's that other blue? I got a straight up legit blue here. I used to blend with this one, see if that'll work. Not really, but this is kind of that color I was just looking for. And my foot on the gas as I left the road that blew out my mind. 8 miles out of Memphis and I got no spare. 8 miles straight up downtown somewhere. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. That's actually coming together. It's coming together really nicely. Okay, over here is going to disappear into hair. That's why, like, it's just going to go chop. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm not really worried as much about over there and what's going on with that. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. Somewhere in her smile, she knows that I don't need no other lover. Something in the smile that shows me I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me will my love grow around now? It may show. I don't know. I don't know. I still have one marker I haven't opened yet, and two that I've used on a lot of drawings, so probably gonna pick up more black markers soon, but whatever. I know it looks like I got a lot here, but a lot of them are just kind of like dead ones that I need to just throw away, but I keep them because they're good for smearing. The color behind it, actually, hold on. Let's just kill it. Let's just do that. The color behind it I'll represent with white smears instead. I know how to do it. We've been doing it all night. Do. I know all I had to do is think of her. Something in her things she shows me. You know I believe in how. Shit, I missed just a little bit the mark I was going for. That's okay, we'll just do it that way. My story, all about the girl who came to stay. She's the kind of girl you want so much it makes you sorry. Still you don't regret a single day. A girl. Think of all the times I tried so hard to leave her. She would turn to me and start to cry. And her promise is the earth to me, and I believe her. After all this time, I don't know why. A girl. She's the kind of girl that puts you down when friends are there. You feel a fool. When you say she's looking good, she acts as if it's understood. She's cool. Ooh, 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 girl. Somebody was young that fame would lead to pleasure. Did she understand it when they said that a man must break his back to earn his day of leisure? Will she still believe it when he's dead? A girl. So down here I'm gonna, there we go. See what I mean? And then this is all black, and I will fill it in with white paint that's kind of grayed down for like the hair suggestions, you know? Ugh, this marker is, see, it's getting to its last, this one. Here's the other ones like it. I want the inks to be the same if I can. Through as much this as possible. There we go, it's nice and wet. Waiting for the mailbox by the train. Racing for the hills till I hear the name. I'm looking for a saw to cut the chains in half, and all I want is someone to rely on. This lightning comes rolling down. Oh, this marker's dying too. Shit. So I gotta bounce these back and forth as they kind of ink up and open up my third and final of the ones in the pack I got. Don't forget, if you're enjoying today's stream, hit that like button, subscribe. If you want to order a custom drawing, they're $20 a piece. But even just a simple donation really helps. You know, it's hard to be a starving artist. You can't just be a GTA guy all day. Gotta try other things. I'm hopefully gonna expand my art stuff a little bit, and that's what this is straight up practice, portfolio expansion, and just I don't know, just getting my warm up back, you know? It's been years since I've drawn. Years. Caught again in the mystery. You're by my side, but are you still with me? Answer somewhere deep in it. I'm sorry that you're feeling it, but I just had to tell you that I love you so much these days. I have to tell you that I love you so much these days. It's true. So I need to buy another 3-pack of these markers. They're only $3 for a 3-pack, but they only last for like 2 or 3 drawings because of how much black is involved in a lot of these. But they're important. They're important, you know? And like I was saying, one of the things I think it's unique about my custom drawings is other people draw them for you. Can't show you a video of it being made, you know what I mean? I can straight up be like, this is what it looks like when I drew this for you. What do you think? Guys, I gotta take a break soon. I'm getting kind of hungry here. That's going to be the hair that covers the face a little bit there. And it's been the ruin of many your poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a paler. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Only thing a gambler needs, suitcase and a truck. And the only time that he's satisfied is when he's on. This is a good marker. It really comes out nice and flat, you know? Comes out nice and flat. That's great. That's great. Let me switch one of these other partially dead ones for a little bit. I've had them upside down, and they will get small sections done that I can go over with the other one to make sure it's very, like, solid. Like, you see, it's kind of like a gray fade, but that allows me to go over this faster because that guy did part of the work. And use less of this ink, but still get that same solid black that the other part had. Not to do what I have done. Spend your life in sincere misery in the house of the rising sun. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. All right, so he has some weird climbing here. Hold on, just a little bit more down here. Oh, shit. I got some blue out there. I really didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Full on accident. It's okay. There's darkness down there. Baby. Oh, my Spotify is repeating this portion. Let's see. The greenness has been lost up here. Okay, there's like a gray underneath the hairline here that I'm noticing. Let me show you really quick. Right here, if you look in the original picture, all right, I know how to fix it though. Up here, I know this hairline looks solid. I'm gonna put a gray fade and then the little hairs going into it. So, in fact, let me show you the gray fade. It's really easy to do. Just kind of like dark right against the edge. So it looks like it's disappearing into the black part, you know. Just gray against the edge. Just gray against the edge. And a lighter gray next to that. It's very simple. Give me back my broken knife, my mirror hope, my secret lie is slowly here. There's no one left to torture. Give me absolute control over every living soul and lie beside me, baby. That's an order. Give me crack, anal sex. Take the only tree that's left and stuff it up the hole in your culture. Give me back the Berlin Wall. Give me Stalin and St. Paul. I've seen the future, brother, is murder. Rings are gonna slide. Slide in all direction, won't be nothing. Nothing you can measure anymore. The blizzard of the world has crossed the threshold, and it's overturned the order of the soul. When they said, repent, repent, I wonder what they meant. Okay, so the tiny little, where are they? Not that one. Is it this one? Yeah, the tiny little hairs going back. Oh, this marker sucks. You never did. Mm-hmm. I need better marker than that one. It's a little bit of a high head. I might pull it down some. In fact, I might pull it down a lot, but that's the thing what I just did here is it's easy to pull down. I just go black and do it down lower again, you know? Overturn the order of the soul. When they said, repent, repent. I wonder what they meant when they said, repent, repent. There'll be the breaking of the ancient Western code. Your private life will suddenly explode. There'll be phantoms, there'll be fires on the road, and a white man dancing. You'll see your woman hanging upside down. Her features covered by her fallen gown. And all the lousy little poets coming around, trying to sound like Charlie Manson. Little white man dancing. So the hair, let me give you an idea what I'm going to do to the hair. Because the hair, you can see it's just a bunch of black right now. It's kind of a nothing defined, but I have a plan for it this time. It's going to look really cool. Come here, white paint pen. Come here, white paint pen. Oh, that's a little bit wet there still. Things gonna slide. Slide in all directions. Nothing you can't measure anymore. Blizzard, the blizzard of the world is crossed the threshold, and it's overturned the order of the soul. When they said, repent, repent. So I have to let it dry first. I'm going to do the same thing I was doing here and smear it into a direction. And then after it's smeared, put, what's it called? Put more Sharpie over it to make it look like hair shape on top of, what's it called? The shine marks. So you'll see, give me a minute. It's basically what I did here. I'm going to do it in more straight lines. Have to wait for it to dry. Not dry yet. Actually, that works. Okay. There are lots of invitations, and I know you sent me some. I was waiting for the miracle to come. I know you'd nearly love me, but you see my hands were tied. I know it must have hurt you. It must have hurt your pride. Have to stand beneath my window with your bugle and your drum. Me, I'm up there waiting for the miracle to come. I don't believe you like it. You wouldn't like it here. There ain't no entertainment, and the judgments are severe. The maestro says it's Mozart, but it sounds like bubblegum. I will waiting for the miracle to come. For the miracle, there's nothing left to do. I haven't been this happy since the end of World War II. Nothing left to do when you know that you've been taken. Nothing left to do when you're begging for crumbs. Nothing left to do when you've got to go on waiting. Waiting for the miracle to come. I dreamed about you, baby. It was just the other night. Mostly you was naked. But some of you was light. The sands of time were falling from your fingers and your thumb. And we were waiting for the miracle to come. JB married. There's something crazy, something absolutely wrong. Okay, just doing a little hair stuff. It's hard for you guys to see. Bacon Picture Signature. People love copyright. Well, it's hard to copyright if... I'll put my signature on it, but I normally do. Check it out. Boop. Boop. what I normally do. Nothing left to do when you've got to go on waiting. Waiting for the miracle to come. All right, just a little bit of hair texture. Just a little bit of hair texture. Nothing fancy. For the miracle to come. All right. On your side, you can't see what's going on here very well. It has to do with the contrasting of the picture. Let me see if I can fuck with it so you can see what I'm trying to do here with the that hair texture on the side. I know you can't see it. That's the problem. And I'm trying to do like a textured thing. It's hard to show. It's hard to show. It's hard to show. Oh well, whatever. Hey, Dirty, how you doing? Thanks, man. That got this roost beyond your flowers of flaming truce, beyond your latest ad campaign. It'll be blue between these portions right here. In a room all filled with Chinese lamps, he saves what others throw away. He says that he'll be rich someday. We know of an ancient radiation that haunts dismembered constellation, a faintly glimmering radio station. I like the eyes. They're piercing. I work on the eyes more than anything in every drawing I do. You know? That's the part that has to look right. I still need to put all the shading down here. Haven't done it yet. And then some more up here underneath this guy. And I got some more to do. Like, let me get started up here. Know of an ancient radiation that haunts dismembered constellation, a faintly glimmering radio station. How Frank Sinatra sings stormy weather, the flies and spiders get along together. Cobwebs fall on an old skipping record. There's a little bit of blue going on over here still, which requires yellow and this green, because that's kind of what it is. That yellow is the one that's not working, I think. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. There's none over here, so it just kind of stops here. There you go. This blue with that yellow makes this kind of swampy green that you see me use. The reason I'm using it is because all the other greens in there have too much of a forest quality to them. All right, guys. I got to take a break. If I don't eat dinner now, then I'm going to be cooking and waking up Scott, and I don't want to do that. So hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'll be back in a little bit. So, I don't know, hit like and subscribe. I need you here. The last one was Frank Sinatra. It was Frank Sinatra by Cake. But I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Gonna take a break, feed myself, feed the dogs. And so hit like and subscribe, hit notifications. Drop a buck in the dono bucket if you want. But otherwise, I'll see you all a little later. Take her easy. Bye-bye.